Do not mess this up. There's a reason why all the asset managers are running to Bitcoin now after they told you it was used for money laundering and now it's a flight to quality. But this one report can help you understand the wave of energy. Remember this. Billionaires use astrology, millionaires use charts. JP Morgan. It's just a wave of energy. And if you get caught at the top of the wave, you're going to come tumbling down like everybody else. But if you stay calm, you stay poised, and you understand the game, this could radically transform your family's life. In today's video, we're going to dive into the M2 money supply report, how they're turning the printing machine back on. I'm going to show you exact direct correlation to 2020, 2021, and 2022. And we're also going to see why. Why do you think they're all heading to Bitcoin now? All of a sudden, a flight to quality? Well, the US dollar is about to become less valuable day by day. All right, so let's dive right into this. First thing I want to show you guys is what is money supply. So we're going to watch a simple 1-minute video to share with you what money supply is. And there's a thing called the M2 money supply, M2 report, which is money supply. So I'm going to show you guys a direct correlation on when money supply goes up, right? There's more money in the market. That means there's more money going into assets. And in September, they're going to drop interest rates and the money supply is increasing, which is going to make our assets go up. But remember, nothing goes up in a straight line. What goes up must come down. You need to have an exit plan. Okay. Everybody comes in when it's too late. When all of a sudden the news is saying water's warm, Bitcoin's going to 200,000, you all come rushing in and you come sliding down the back end, then you're stuck in a 4-year bear market. You got to get in early and you got to exit on the way up. Check this out.
Money supply is one of the most basic parameters in an economy, and stock prices tend to move higher when the money supply in an economy is high. Money supply is defined as the total amount of liquid cash circulating in a country's economy. Plenty of money circulating in the economy both makes more money available to invest in stocks and also makes alternative investment instruments, such as bonds, less attractive. The biggest factor of money supply is typically a country's monetary policy, which is set by central banks. Money supply is increased by purchasing short-term loans from the government, injecting more money into circulation, and it is decreased by selling short-term government loans, thus removing money from circulation. As supply is increased, interest rates fall, which leads to an increase in spending by businesses and consumers. When rates are lower, investors typically seek higher yields and thus seek higher returns, which can lead to higher stock prices. When supply is decreased and interest rates rise, investors may remove money from the stock market in favor of receiving higher yields on fixed income assets.
So instead of getting all caught up in the news and all the bullshit going on, just follow the M2 money supply. So this came out on May 16, 2024. M2 money supply holds the key for Bitcoin's next move. Okay, so let's dive into this. So what I want to show you guys this, it says, don't ignore the M2 money growth rate. Okay, so we're going to focus on, hopefully you guys can see my cursor here. We're going to focus on 2019, 2020, 2021, and 2022. Okay, so we're going to pretend that 2020 is 2024, 2021 would be 2025, and 2022 would be 2026. Okay, so in 2019, BTC went up 94%, and then we went into the pandemic. Okay, in 2020, which I'm going to show you the money supply report direct correlation, in 2020, Bitcoin shot up 308%. In 2021, it continued at about 57%. And then we had a massive collapse in 2022. Okay, remember, they turned the printing machine. Well, let me show you exactly what happened. Okay, so let's go back here to 2020. So right here, we're cruising along. The pandemic hit. Boom. Okay, you can see the dates. That was December. We got January. I think the announcement started to come out. Money supply was at 6.9%. We hit February, and then all of a sudden, everything got shut down. And then, boom, money supply started to increase. It's always what? Sell in May and go away. Went through June, and then money supply just kept going up, up. And then all of a sudden, 24.32% the money supply was increased. And we saw a massive bull run on the back end of 2020, and it peaked right here in February 2021, right? Then money supply started to go down, okay? And then we hit 2022, and then money supply just started collapsing. Well, look at that. It was around in between January and May 2022, the market started to collapse. I think it was around April or May. And then money supply just sharply dropped, which put us in a deep bear market, okay? Then we went to 2023. Then we're stuck in a bear market. And then the first bank collapsed in 2023. The bond yields inverted and money supply started going negative, which caused unfavorable markets, right? In 2022, Russia invaded Ukraine. They took them off the SWIFT system or they put sanctions on them. And then we went through 2023. And then all of a sudden, right around here, BlackRock is like, hey, I made a mistake. Larry Fink. It's a flight to quality. Right around here, it's a flight to quality. And we're going to do a Bitcoin ETF. Went from money laundering to a flight to quality. Interesting shift, right? Or did they know that they were going to print money to oblivion? Guys, there's very smart people doing this. They knew if they just turned these printing machines on full blast with low interest rates, they are taking this money from the top of the house and they're buying a shitload of assets, guys. They are buying a shitload of assets. What we're doing, taking the stimulus checks, and they're buying TVs and buying shit that makes the wealthy wealthier. When you get money, you should be buying assets, guys. Assets. The 1% will always remain the 1% because there's not financial literacy or financial education. UBI does not work. You can't just give money to every single person. You need to help them learn financial literacy and financial discipline and financial education. Okay. So then we go into 2024 and look at this. Okay. Then Bitcoin starts to pump a little bit. Interesting. The money supply is going negative 1.92, 0.32 in March. Okay. Nobody was paying attention, but April, they started increasing money supply. They turned the printing machine back on. May, June. Now we don't have the July and August report, but I guarantee you money supply is starting to increase. And now we're heading into an upswing in money supply. Okay. We're heading into September where they're probably going to lower rates, right? We got the announcement. The printing machine is turning back on. They're going to lower rates. But guess what? The other countries are preparing for this because when they lower rates, the dollar becomes less attractive. So that's why it's not by chance that Russia is close to starting trials of crypto payments exchange. Russia is close to starting trials of cryptocurrency exchanges and the use of digital tokens for cross-border transactions to help ease the payment difficulties for companies in the country, which has been hit by international sanctions. This is not by chance that all of a sudden all these countries are opening up cryptocurrency. Bitcoin's next stop, China, could be about to blow Janet Yellen's $1 trillion crypto price bombshell. Yellen will inject at least $301 billion and a maximum of $1.05 trillion between now and the end of the year. That's money supply. Hayes and co-founder of Bitcoin and crypto derivatives pioneer BitMEX, who went on to set the Malstream Investment Fund, wrote in a blog post last week. That is going to create glorious bull market in all types of risk assets, including cryptocurrency, all in time for the election. Hayes' Bitcoin price prediction is partly based on the unproven theory Yellen wants to help Vice President Democrat Party Kamala Harris win the 2024 election. So we have the M2 money supply is increasing. Jerome Powell is going to lower interest rates. They're going to pump a bunch of money into the economy to make the markets look favorable. And guess what? You're going to win because your assets are going to go up. That's why you have to have an exit plan. BlackRock and Fidelity lead Bitcoin ETFs to a 5-week high of inflows of $250 million. Now I was diving into this. This is really interesting. This is something completely separate, but this is my next research here. This is from the, where is this from here? The United States Congress. And this is about BlackRock investing in foreign countries, like in China. They're on this report here. American financial institutions are facilitating investments worth billions of dollars to the Republic of China. It's like, come on, man. All right. So here we are. So the M2 money report is a very simple report you can pay attention to. You can pull it. The August and July numbers have not come in, but I guarantee you, because the August employment numbers suck. Okay, we're going to see, they're like, oh, we have a great economy. We have a great job market. No, you had a post-pandemic job market. Bond yield is in 2023. We had the first bank collapse. All the banks are over leveraged. Every single dollar in the system is debt. Now, the good news is if you are an investor, whether it's stock market, cryptocurrency, now you got to be very careful though, guys. The stock market is so overvalued. It's unbelievable because of free money and low interest rates for such a long period of time. There's a ton of companies that are overvalued on the stock market. So what that makes me leery of is getting the hell out of these assets and getting into things that are going to be here forever. So that's why I use the risk pyramid. Okay. I am going to be pulling profits heavy in this bull run. I really believe that after September, going into probably October, November, you're going to start to see crypto go straight up going into 2025. But what goes up must come down. It's going to come down very, very hard. Okay. So when it goes up, I'm pulling profits on the way up. I pull my profits and I pull it down to tier one capital. Some people use bonds, they use bank accounts. I use my bank accounts for transactions to move money back and forth, right? There's nothing wrong with the bank account, but I don't put my money in a bank so they can leverage it, put it into insurance policies and make interest off it. I put my money to insurance so I can bank on myself. So I insure my wealth, just like I insure my car, just like I insure my family, just like I insure my house. I insure my money. From there, I can borrow against it tax-free if I choose to, because tax code 7702A. But I have a long-term strategy with that as well. I'm going to continue to focus on businesses, scaling in information technology, attention, and education. Precious metals is silver. Bitcoin is our gold. And we're going to continue to follow these waves of energy. But we're exiting as everybody's coming in to get rich quick. There is no get rich quick. There's getting wealthy for sure by understanding that what goes up must come down. So don't get caught in the hype train, guys. If you're in profit, pull profit. Pull your initial investment at least. Operate on house money. Okay. All these influencers getting you all hyped up on these meme coins and all this stuff going on that creates addictive behaviors. I've not met one super wealthy person that is focused on meme coins. Not one person. Talking about business. We're talking about 5 to 10 year plans. We're talking about diversification in real estate, insurance, properties, land, building legacies. We're not talking about meme coins. We're not talking about, getting in the next hype train. That's not how wealth is built. It's built by using these boom and bust cycles to pull profit, to put it into things that have been here forever. Insurance has been here forever. Real estate's been here forever. Precious metals have been here forever, and they will always be here. Right? Things that come and go, stock markets, they go up, they go down. Companies come and the companies go. Crypto companies come and crypto companies go. But things that don't go away is real estate, insurance will always be here, precious metals will always be here. So those are 3 things you can focus on when you profit to hold that value. And then when you hit another boom and bust cycle, repeat the process. So that's exactly what I do. So I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. As we always say, warriors, rise, get your shit together. Let's go. If you need any support at all, click the description of this video down below. You can fill out a needs assessment. Okay, once you fill out that needs assessment, my team's going to call you, text you, and email you from Coach JV's team. They will help you with retirement strategies. It is a free consultation. Don't send anybody money pretending to be me. We do not invest people's money. We do not have an investment platform. That is not us communicating with you. We will never proactively DM you. Okay. We'll never ask about your portfolio. We'll never ask about your crypto ever. Okay. We have a team ready to help you with retirement strategies. So in the description of this video or in my social media platform, click the link and I'll see you on the inside. Warriors, rise. Love you guys.